Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Eureka 7 Volume 2 of the New Vision. I am Michael, and last time we learned that Rory crashed our Type R505 and then left it behind to be used as a water heater. But that's okay because now we've kind of rebuilt it. But then our Flesnia seems to be getting stolen. So, well, that's where we are, so let's begin. And yes, we would like to use the shop. So here's where we can get items to upgrade both our LFO as well as us. Armor, melee, reload, power, and then weapons. So different kinds of weapons, machine guns, laser cannons. I'm going to try and show off as much as I can, but the game can be broken with certain weapons, and just to make it a bit easier, we might see more of those. So we're going to get 20% armor, so we take less damage, 15% more melee because melee is overpowered. And we'll take the Vernier, which is the boosting. And a 25% chance for players we can stun with damage is actually really good. I can't remember if we take it first. We ought to get some stuff for Summoner. Bulletproof Shirt, Intro to Shooting, and Electrode Gun. We'll see those a bit later. And then I think we just want a new weapon to use. I think I'd go with the Laser Gun. As you can see, everything costs a lot of money, which is why those really good ranks in the game help, because then you have a lot of extra money. Yeah, we took the laser gun. And I still have tons of money, so I'll take the stunner as well. I think that's going to be it for this shopping trip. Spending so much time in here. Yeah, okay. So now we can equip those.
I guess I'm gonna have to do this. Hey, Sumner, we're all counting on you.
So, from our equipment screen, we go to the LFO. We're going to change our railgun over to the laser gun. And we're going to equip some new stuff. Definitely going to want that armor. Definitely going to need that for this match in particular. Take the power cylinder so we can increase our melee, since we use a lot of melee, especially on the ground. And the stunner, just because if we can stun them, then that gives us more chance to attack. And while we're here, we might as well change these around. You'll notice we have 3 guns. I'll talk about those later. Bulletproof Shirt and the Intro to Shooting. Again, be used later. I was thinking about the sniper rifle, but we don't really need that anytime soon. Alright. With that, let's take out our Flesnia. So the laser gun is really hard to aim, like super hard to aim. It doesn't have as much horizontal movement as the other gun, so you kind of really need to align your shots before firing, which is kind of the trade-off with the laser gun. Is it does a lot of damage, but it's a lot harder to get those hits. And you may recognize the voice coming from our Flesnia, but well, we'll see who that is. This is actually a really difficult fight. Somewhat because I'm using this gun and it's kind of a cramped space. They are also able to use every ability we had, which means the stunning there can get a little rough like that. And that just sent us flying. So we're going to kind of want to try and see, look at this. They also have the laser gun, which I don't remember having the laser gun on there. But okay, Moondog, we'll do that. They're a really good pilot. Really good. As you can see, like, we've barely done any damage to them and we're already like in a rough spot. We're gonna have to try and do a little more damage here. And here's where that stun is gonna come in handy, because look at this. Now we can just wreck it.
I'm still in one piece. Damn, dude. You're pretty amazing, you know that?
And we only got a rank C. We took a lot of damage in that fight. But that's okay. Next time we'll do better.
Well, I see someone's still got some skills.
Huh? Is that Rory? What? Rory?
Hey!
What the? And so, Rory and I were together again. It was like time had stood still. She hadn't changed a bit since the last time we were together. She was the same person. I was so happy to see her again. But then, why were the two of us fighting?
This is our current location. The target transport is 70 clicks ahead moving north, so we should catch up to them in 20 minutes. Then, once we've caught up, you two will attack and capture the target in your LFOs. You guys with me so far?
Look at the terrain. Judging from the trapper flows, it shouldn't take 20 minutes. I'd say it'll be closer to 17 minutes.
In that case, I'll leave the takeoff timing to you, Moondoggy. Hey, Sumner, are you paying attention to all this?
Dude, you gotta quit spacing out! Oh, sorry about that. You see, the thing is, if we get too close to the target, they'll spot us by our trapper interference wave.
That's why we're gonna close in using the ship until we've moved just inside of their radar range.
Oh, man. And I'm still wondering why we're doing all this. Hey, Ruri.
Look, just leave it to me, okay? If we pull this thing off, I'll pay you a ton of money.
No, not that. I mean, you just showed up out of the blue.
Come on, don't worry about that.
She's mighty slippery. Anyway, how did you know where to find me?
You were in the tournament, remember? After you won the championship, it wasn't too hard.
I guess that lame pseudonym of yours was kind of pointless after all.
What are you talking about, Doggy-O? BB isn't lame, right, Sumner?
It's not Doggy-O! Oh, you recognized me, didn't you?
Well, aren't you going to introduce me? After all, your friend there made a fan out of me today.
A fan? You mean of this bozo here?
His lifting technique is really first-rate, and he's pretty cute to look at, too.
Doggy, those lame sunglasses of yours were a big waste of time. But how'd you guys know it was me? How couldn't I?
Oh, the life of a celebrity can be so trying at times.
So, Ruri, what are we doing here anyway?
Just a job. For one thing, your fight showed that your skills are as sharp as ever.
You tested us?
Yep, that's right. I had to see if I could use you.
Hey, don't you ever ignore a celebrity. Got it? Gee whiz.
You passed the test, and now I want you to help me.
Help you? With what?
I'll explain later, but for now, go load out your LFOs in the hangar.
Man, she's pushy.
Okay, class, we're gonna be leaving soon.
Whoa, I just experienced deja vu.
Hey, why the hell are we doing this anyway?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but it's not like you two are total strangers, right?
Well, we were both at New Wave at the same time. I was starting about the time she was leaving. Wish I could figure out what Ruri's thinking. She really confuses me sometimes.
Ugh! What's that smell?
It's the AC. It was probably turned off to conserve power.
Huh? Well, she had it running up on the bridge. She's evil.
Hey, Moondoggy, just help me finish up so we can go get paid and get out of here.
Since when did you become such a mercenary, huh?
Just get going!
Attention airship. You do not have launch clearance. Cease taxiing onto the runway. I repeat, cease taxiing.
Damn it! This is your fault for being so slow. I'm working as fast as I can up here.
We didn't hear that, okay?
I gotcha.
Are you two listening? It's about to get hairy. Sumner, after we take off, launch in your 505.
What the?
Emergency takeoff! We've got company. Sumner, take him out!
Take him out, she says!
Okay, so that was a little weird. This entire chapter is just kind of a little strange in how it's presenting some things. First of all, we're going to take off our stunner and go to the power booster so we have some more boost. So, we're now flying, which we're kind of used to. I don't need to go over the controls. So the first cutscene there was in the future a little bit, and now we're seeing how we got to that point. And it's kind of presented in just a very odd fashion. And then with Sumner talking about how he just wants to get this job over with so that he can leave, directly contradicts him earlier in wanting to find Ruri, who he now has found Ruri. And just that whole exchange, that whole set of cutscenes was just very weird to me. But anyway, we're now fighting to get away from the military as we've now launched and they've sent some people after us. It's up to Sumner here to handle them. And you'd seen me kind of mess up there. I was trying to do a move and just mistime my attacks. So yeah, so and then the whole part with like her being evil because the AC also doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's kind of weird. It fits better into like the style that Eureka 7 the anime does, though it just doesn't seem to work in that cutscene. I don't know what happened here because the first episode had all really good story elements to it and it just all made sense, and this one just seems a bit wild. And this attack, I messed up the attack. We have one really good powerful attack right now that I'm gonna have to hopefully show off, but we use it a lot later. Just about had him. There we go. I messed up. I think he actually died was why we got out of that combo. But anyway, yeah, so we've learned that on his time at the Gecko State, Moondoggy has actually kind of learned a bit about trapper waves and how they work, because he can figure that just by looking at the map will actually be 3 minutes faster than what Ruri thinks. Speaking of Ruri, her new design. her design in this game is much better than it was in the first game. She doesn't just look like a Tahoe clone. It's really good. Really, really good. And here's where I'm like, wait a second, was I fighting 3 guys before? I think I was fighting 3. Because I'm kind of confused here. I'm like, wait, why is the second guy still have a ton of health? This doesn't make sense. And here's the attack. This is a really good attack. Look at how much health that took off. We're going to spam that to all hell. It's great. But anyway, yeah, both Ruri's and Summoner's redesigns look way better than they did in the first game, and I really enjoy them. If you did watch the anime, there was a scene at the end of the anime where it shows Summoner and Ruri looking off into the distance, and these are the clothes they're wearing, so that's really nice. It's a nice. I think they just put them in there because of the games, but it's still good. It's really nice to see that this at least has some viable take in the world.
I got you.
And this is where I activated our TR in the top right. That builds up. It's the Rider's High. And it kind of slows down everything, and it's a little hard to control. It works really well to like line up to get your melees, but yeah, kind of be hard to use.
Roger that.
And got an S on that. So that's it for that. Thank you all for watching. This was a very weird episode, and this entire chapter I'm going to go on a little later in the next couple episodes. It doesn't stop being weird. Just something about the writing in this one, just something's off. And I hope you kind of get that, and it's not just me. So until next time, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.